darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Oh, darling, stand by me. Stand by me. Oh yeah, you send me. Oh yeah, you send me. Oh yeah, you send me. And darling, it's true. Purple rain, purple rain. Purple rain, purple rain. Purple rain, purple rain. I only wanna see you laughing in the purple rain. Let it be, let it be, let it be, oh let it be. Whisper words of wisdom, let it be.
Hey, my name is Chris Rozik, and today we're going to talk about how you can take the same 4 chords and make your own progression out of them. We just played you a medley of 4 songs that use the same chords. Those chords, in this case, are C, F, G, and A minor. Now in the video, we used a capo, so they're going to be a little bit higher if you go to play along to them, but for today, I'm just going to be playing them in that key. So if you're looking at these numerically, if you hear me refer to them as 1, 4, 5, and 6, that's because of their relation to the note C. So in the first place, you have C, that's your starting bass. Up from there, 4 notes, you got C, D, E, F, 4 chord. 5 would be G, and then A minor or A would be 6. Okay, so the first song we played was by Benny King. It's called Stand By Me. Pretty much everybody knows it. It's a great tune. The one thing that separates this song is its groove and its bass line primarily. So you get this discernible that kind of pushes the song along. If you listen to the Benny King version of it, it's basically just the bass line and strings that come eventually. John Lennon does a cover of it where he's playing chords on it, so you can hear the chords a little bit more. But the chord progression itself emphasizes C and A minor more than other chords. You get 2 bars of C, 2 bars of A minor, 1 bar of F, 1 bar of G, and then back to C. A lot of C's. main takeaway there is that you can double certain chords. If you decide you really like the way a C sounds or you really like the way an A minor sounds, you don't necessarily have to even touch on the F and the G. In this case, he does, but he hits them immediately and gets out of there. So the next song that we did was You Send Me by Sam Cooke. So this uses the same exact order of chords, C, A minor, F, and G, but it kind of moves through them at a quicker tempo. And in this case, the eighth notes in the pattern are grouped in sixes instead of 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So what that means is in Stand By Me, we were doing 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. And You Send Me, you're doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sometimes people refer to this as waltz feel. It goes along with the doo-wop sound pretty heavily. The chord progression itself also is a lot of times referred to as a doo-wop progression because a lot of doo-wop is made out of this. So you have C, A minor, F, and G, and you're basically evenly spacing out those chords. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, F, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, G, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then back around to C. The evenness of this provides for a kind of an easy melody for him to sing over and just an ease in hearing. You can kind of predict what chord is going to happen next. You've heard this progression a bunch of different times before, which is not bad. It means that you can be more engaged with the music. The second to last one that we looked at was Purple Rain by Prince. This one's characteristically different because it has an F chord right on the top of the progression. Now we're looking at the chorus of this, but the chorus itself has an F, and it goes like F right in there. It's a lot slower than the other ones. It goes to the A minor there. And it just repeats that same melody. Goes to the G there, and it hangs on the G for a long time. Puts what's called a seventh chord in there. And then eventually comes back to that C, but it doesn't touch the C until right at the end of that chorus. So what you can take out of this one is that basically the 4 chord, the F, is what's being emphasized more than anything else. So when you get to your choruses, sometimes if you've been emphasizing the 1 chord or the C or your tonal bass a lot, it's nice to kind of have that breath of fresh air and go to the 4 chord. It's not going to pull you away from the key at all. It kind of gives you a different home base to operate out of. In all of our other progressions, you're starting in C. If you're in the key of C, there's kind of this unwritten rule in your head that you have to start with C, and that's not necessarily true. You can just completely omit the C totally, or the A minor or the G or the F. Any one of those chords you can just take out of that chord progression, and it'll still probably work. Let It Be is the last one that we're looking at. Let It Be, it works just because of its simplicity. Each chord gets 2 beats, very easy to hear, very easy to feel, easy to put simple melodies over, and engaging. And actually the verse of this also follows that same idea of 2 beats a chord. So in this case, on the chorus, you're doing A minor, G, F, and C. Now, again, it emphasizes A minor over the C. Just like in the progression for Purple Rain, you're doing the F instead of the A minor. So each one of these just basically takes those same 4 chords and just either changes the tempo, changes the grouping of the notes, changes the order of the notes, does something different to kind of move that progression around. And then there's a lot of nuance that comes with it. So a lot of times when we look at these chord progressions, you see, oh, well, it's the same chord progression I played last time. Can I come up with something new? The answer is yes. You just have to figure out a way that's creative and a way that works for you and that you can add stuff on top of. So what we don't talk about here is we're not talking about lyrics. We're not talking about instrumentation. We're not talking about groove or anything like that. We're just talking about the chord progression itself. From there, you can do a lot of different stuff. Even if you just took 1 chord, a C chord could sound like this. Could sound like. There's a lot of different ways you can dress that up. So just having the same chords does not necessarily mean that you're not doing something original. And we'll show you how you can make your own original chord progression right after this. I'm here today with Matt White, who's going to help me show you guys how you can make your own chord progressions. So we're going to do a little drill today. Cool. And I'm going to start out by asking you to pick 4 notes using 1, 4, 5, and 6. So in this case, 1 would be C, 4 would be F, 5 would be G, and 6 would be A.
Let's go with 4, 6, 5, and 1.
Can you play those just as single notes for me and tell me them out loud?
Yeah, that is F, 2, 3, 4, A, 2, 3, 4, G, 2, 3, 4, C, 2, 3, 4.
All right, cool. So we got an outline of your chord progression. So now, next thing you got to do for this for me is decide the type of chord. So you can use what's called a power chord. It's going to be kind of a basic structure. You can use what most people use. Use an open chord. That would be your regular C major chord.
Cool.
Or you could use a 7th chord. It's a little bit more
Pretty.
colorful.
Yeah. Let's do the open chords.
Okay.
Cool.
Can I hear that?
Yeah, so that'll be F, 2, 3, 4, A minor, 2, 3, 4, G, 2, 3, 4, and C, 2, 3, 4.
All right, so now what I want you to do is take one of those chords out and replace it with one of the chords you already have.
Okay, let's take out the 6 and make it the 4. So we got 4, 4, 5, 1.
All right, so F, F, G, C.
Cool, so it'll be F, 4, F, 2, 4, and G, 4, and C, 2, 3, 4.
Great, cool. All right, so
Sweet.
last thing I got to get you to do is pick me a speed and a type of strum pattern. So you want to
Okay.
go slow, medium, or fast on this?
Keep it right in the middle at the medium.
Right in the middle.
That's cool.
Okay, okay. So from there, do you want a punk sort of 8th note vibe,
Right.
an open chordy strum sort of vibe, or
Okay.
like a tight funk sort of vibe?
Let's do the folk kind of that open pattern.
Okay, so medium tempo, yeah, you're around
Yeah.
there. So we're gonna go with like, that would be medium, slow would be, and fast would be. So we're gonna go medium. So we're gonna go around. All right, you can count
Okay.
me off.
Yeah, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
Hey.
And you got your own chord progression. So if you're at home and you're wondering how do I make this stuff, you can take that drill and come up with your own chord progression and let us know how it goes. If you use this drill at home, you can contact us on social media and show us what you came up with. If you want to take virtual lessons with me, I'm also at bridgesetsound.com and I teach piano, guitar, uke, bass, a lot of different instruments. So if you want to hang out and learn some new stuff, hit us up. And if you know any chord progressions that use 1, 4, 5, and 6, leave them in the comments. Thanks.